Hello everyone, I am Dr. Deepa. Today we'll learn about the anterior compartment of the arm. The arm is divided into two compartments, the anterior compartment and the posterior compartment by the intermuscular septae. Each compartment has a muscles, it has nerves and the arteries supplying the respective area. So in this video, we'll learn in detail about the anterior compartment of the arm. The anterior compartment of the arm mainly consists of three muscles, that is, number one is coracobrachialis, the biceps brachii, and the third is brachialis. Yes, there are three muscles in the anterior compartment. I repeat, the coracobrachialis, biceps brachii, and the brachialis. We'll look after the muscles one by one. Firstly, coming on to the muscle, that is the coracobrachialis. As the name itself says, coracobrachialis, which indicates, coraco indicates the coracoid process, brachialis indicates the brachium, which refers to the arm. Yes, this muscle takes its origin from the coracoid process of the scapula. The origin is from the coracoid process of the scapula, descends down to reach the middle one-third of the humerus. The insertion of this muscle is over the medial border of the middle one-third of the humerus. So this is about the attachment of the muscle coracobrachialis. The muscle is supplied by the musculocutaneous nerve, and the action of the muscle mainly involved in the flexion of the arm. So it acts as a weak flexor of the shoulder joint. This coracobrachialis has a morphological significance. This muscle is considered to be the muscle of the adductor compartment, or so called as the medial compartment of the arm. In humans, this compartment is extant or suppressed because the action of this adductor compartment is overtaken by the pectoral group of muscles. So the coracobrachialis has one more unique feature, as this muscle is seen piercing the nerve, that is the musculocutaneous nerve. Yes, this is the only muscle which is pierced by the musculocutaneous nerve. Moving on to the second muscle, that is biceps brachii. The word biceps refers to two heads, brachii refers to the arm. So this is the muscle with two heads. The origin of the muscle is mainly from the scapula. It has got two heads. One is the long head of bicep, the second is the short head of bicep. It is a fusiform muscle with a tendinous insertion. This biceps brachii, the attachments are: the short head arises from the tip of the coracoid process, whereas the long head arises from the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. So the origin of the long head is within the fibrous capsule of the shoulder joint. I repeat, the origin of the long head of the biceps brachii is intracapsular. Yes, the origin is intracapsular. Yes, this is the unique feature over here. So the insertion of this muscle is over the radial tuberosity, that is the posterior rough part of the radial tuberosity, gives the insertion to the biceps brachii. The anterior smooth part is separated from the biceps tendon by a bursa over there. So this is about the attachments of the biceps brachii. So the biceps brachii has got two heads, the short head and the long head. The short head is from the coracoid process, whereas the long head is from the supraglenoid tubercle, which is within the fibrous capsule. Just before the insertion, the biceps brachii represents an aponeurosis which is called as bicipital aponeurosis. It is a fibrous extension from the tendon of the biceps brachii which extends downwards and medially, crosses the brachial artery over here and merges within the deep fascia of the forearm to get inserted onto the uppermost part of the ulna. Regarding the action of this muscle, the muscle is the strong supinator of the forearm. It is also involved in the flexion of the elbow. Moving on to the third muscle, that is brachialis. The brachialis is the muscle of the lower half of the arm, taking its origin from the entire lower half of the humerus, that is the anteromedial and the anterolateral surface of the humerus, crosses the elbow joint to get inserted onto the coronoid process of the ulna. The insertion of this brachialis is over the anterior surface of the coronoid process of the ulna and also the ulnar tuberosity. So this is about the muscle brachialis. As we all know, all the three muscles of the arm, that is the anterior compartment of the arm, are supplied by the musculocutaneous nerve. The musculocutaneous nerve, as we have already studied, is the branch of the lateral cord of the brachial plexus with the root value C5 and C6. This musculocutaneous nerve enters the arm by piercing the coracobrachialis muscle and gives muscular branches to the muscles of the arm over here. In the lower half of the arm, the muscle runs between the biceps tendon and the brachialis behind, and later on it is seen entering the forearm as the lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. Yes, it is the same musculocutaneous nerve of arm which is named as lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm later in its course. So this is about the musculocutaneous nerve. The nutrition or the arterial supply to the entire anterior compartment is by the brachial artery, which is nothing but the continuation of the axillary artery over here. We'll study about the brachial artery in our next video. Thank you so much.